Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I have come your way to share with you on the topic entrepreneurship in Africa, the role of the youth. I want to quickly introduce myself to you. I am Daniel Asomani, the CEO of Vodec Africa. Vodec Africa is an organization that focuses on empowering young people towards assuming responsibilities in becoming entrepreneurs. We try to inculcate into the youth entrepreneurship spirit, new business ideas, whilst nurturing the youth to become excellent and exceptional in their prospects of being creative. So over the years, we try to empower young people to venture into the field of entrepreneurship because we have seen that it is the new revolution in the 21st century. I want you to understand that entrepreneurship has become the order of the day, and every nation or every continent that is looking for prosperity is encouraging its youth to focus on entrepreneurship. That is the reason why some of us, as a whole organization, we have dedicated ourselves there to empower young people to move into the field of entrepreneurship. It is well known that entrepreneurship is the new revolution of the 21st century, and the youth in Africa, with their exuberant energy and passion, have a great role in building sustainable business to make Africa a better continent and cause a leap into the first world. I believe it's possible for us to leap into the first world when we motivate our generation to think about entrepreneurship. There is a great untapped potential to drive Africa into its next phase of development. This untapped potential can only be unleashed if we increase the drive of entrepreneurship among our youth. There's no two ways about this. When we get more people entering into the field of entrepreneurship, the issue of youth unemployment is going to reduce drastically. We have numerous of opportunities in Africa that our youth are supposed to take advantage of. There are a lot of opportunities around us and a market ready for new products. You just need to sit down and identify opportunities. You just need to sit down and think about the demands of the people, the products that will be selling. We have a wider range of markets in Africa here. So it is time for African youth to rise up. This also accounts for the influx of the Chinese and Japanese entrepreneurs into Africa, because they have seen Africa as a fertile ground for business. Yes, when the Japanese and the Chinese people think about business, the continent that comes in mind is Africa, because they have seen a greener pasture here, of which we also don't see that. We think that all the opportunities are with them and we are rushing to go there. It's good we exploit, but then we should also look around our surroundings. There are numerous of opportunities that we can also take advantage of. At the end of my presentation, I am trusting and hoping that you, as my audience, a youth, you are going to receive a lens to see opportunities around your society. I want to talk about some of the opportunities that are available for we the Africans, where we need to channel our energy into to make Africa the prosperous continent that we are all hoping to see. Number one, manufacturing. The manufacturing space is a place that African youths have to look into. And with this, I think our leaders, especially our government, can also help us in this process. African youth should go more into manufacturing. Manufacturing creates a lot of job opportunities for people. When we import manufactured goods from foreign countries, we also import unemployment. This is simple mathematics. We should understand that anytime we place demand on basic commodities that we import from the developed world, what we do for them is that we help their companies to grow. And when their companies grow, what they do is that they employ the younger people to work in there to meet our demands. Why is it that we as Africans cannot take the opportunity to create or manufacture basic commodities ourselves? It is possible as Africans. Let us look into this area, and it will go a long way to help us as Africans. The manufacturing trajectory in Africa has been on a disadvantage. When we import more than we produce, we import poverty. And as I said earlier, this is a simple mathematics. Why you should put it more rational is that some imports really do create job opportunities, yet it is not enough for us. It is not everything that we have to import. There are certain basic commodities we can manufacture them here, and it will create job opportunities for our people. The other subject I want to talk about is the technological space. African youth needs to invest their energy and resources in technological enterprises. Business with technological innovations can make Africa self-sustaining and cause a leap into the first world. Technology is something that we cannot do away with. Africa is far behind technology, and we are now trying to pick up. So which means that we have a wider range of opportunities in Africa when it comes to the technological space. So my advice to we the young ones is that we should try to take advantage of technology to render solutions on our continent. There are a lot we can do with technology. Other business opportunities in Africa, which are developing an African food brand. Yes, we have a lot of food in Africa. How are we branding our food to meet the global standard? We need to package ourselves well so that we can compete on the global level. Yes, we are doing well, but there is more room for improvement. We also need to invest more in the solar energy. Yes, waste conversion and recycling is another opportunity we have to look into. We have a lot of plastic waste around. What are we using them for? Of course, we have some recycling companies in Ghana here. We have some on other African countries, but yet there is more opportunities when it comes to the recycling space. Fashion, digital financial service, and all that. We can take advantage of these areas. I want to also highlight on the need for entrepreneurship in Africa. Some of the importance of we taking entrepreneurship serious on our continent. African population has boomed. We should understand that 60% of Africans' population 25 years old, and there has been a rise of African youth in search of sustainable jobs in multiple African cities. When unemployment is high and the economy is weak, people are forced to start small business to provide for themselves and for their family. Entrepreneurship is therefore a necessity. Yes, in this dispensation, we cannot do away with entrepreneurship. If you are looking for freedom, financial liberty, all you need to do is to look for the opportunity to render solutions in your community, wherever you are, and it will give you the chance to make some good money for yourself. We should understand that problem solving is key to African entrepreneurship. Problem solving is the key to finding sustainable business opportunities. Yes, you cannot be a proper entrepreneur if you are not really willing to solve problems. Every day I meet youths who are complaining that they are not getting ideas, but they have the passion of entering into entrepreneurship. Yes, it is very simple. The kind of business you will do is dependent on where you are living currently. Just look at your environment. Just look at your environment and identify problems, challenges, and the need of the people around, and do something. When you begin to do these things, it will automatically give you the room to expand your business. Find a problem around you and solve it with a business model. That is it. And you are good to go. I want to also highlight on one important subject when it comes to Africa here. One of the reasons why Africa has a lot of untapped potential is the current ongoing African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement. The African Continental Free Trade Area is a trade agreement between African Union member states aiming to create a single continental market for goods and services, as well as a custom union with free movement of capital and persons. Under the African Continental Free Trade Area Agreement, expanded market and unobstructed factors movement, labor, goods, services, capital, and persons should promote economic diversification, structure for transformation, technological development, and facilitate quality job creation. And I see that this is the grand opportunity for African youth. African youth have to venture into entrepreneurship to create an economic United States of Africa. We have this opportunity that a time is coming, and the time is very close, that when you come out with a business model, it will not be limited to your country alone. When you are in Ghana and you develop a product, you have a wider market to exploit. So I want to use this medium to encourage the youth that any product you are coming out with, do not limit yourself to your nation. Think wider, think broad, that your business model can function in other countries as well. Challenges of African entrepreneurs. Although entrepreneurship is on the rise in Africa, there are challenges that some youth who want to venture into it face. One of the challenges I would want to highlight is lack of access to funding. This has been the major issue of entrepreneurs in Africa. African entrepreneurs sometimes lack adequate funding to start up their capital-intensive businesses. Funding becomes inaccessible when there is lack of trust from the investors because of suspicion of greed. Yes, so if you want to receive funding, one major aspect as a youth that you need to pay attention to is your integrity and your reputation. It will attract people to invest in you. It will attract people to support you. Trust cannot be underestimated as a young entrepreneur. Build a quality credibility for yourself, and it will go a long way to help your business. There is another thing that I have seen on our continent, especially in Ghana here. I live in Ghana. I see that lack of partnership is a challenge. Sorry. I see that lack of partnership is a major challenge that our entrepreneurs we do encounter. African entrepreneurs refuse to partner with other businesses in order to become stronger and bigger. This has limited many businesses. I have had the opportunity to study some people in the developed world, and one thing that I have seen is that they do not mostly focus on having 100% shares in a business. They think of multinational businesses, business that are on the international markets. They don't care if they have just 1% shares, 5% share in the business, and the business is multinational. They are okay. But when you come to our part of the world, we want to take 100% shares in every business we start, and that is our problem. We don't have all the resources. Instead of we as young people to join alliance together to build a robust companies, we don't do that. We prefer having a small scale enterprise where we own 100% shares in the business than partnering with people who can bring on board the skills that the company need to thrive on. This is the challenge of African entrepreneurs. We should understand that bigger organization like Twitter was created through the partnership of Biz Stone, Evan Williams, and Jack Dorsey. They partnered together, and now Twitter, everyone is proud to be on Twitter. It wasn't the idea of one person. It wasn't only the resource of one person. People joined alliance and they were able to do that. When we talk about Google, Google was created through the partnership of Larry Page and Sergey Brin. And Google is doing well. Anytime you are looking for a search engine, what comes in mind as an African is Google. This is something that was not brought up by only one person. So partnership is key. Apple was also created through the partnership of Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. We should take advantage of partnership. We have the resource here. It is not always that we have to look for foreign investors. We have investors here, even our friends. We can join alliance. We have people with certain skills. We can approach them. We can study them from afar and know them and team up and come out with a better product, a sustainable businesses and all that. When we do this and we do it out of greed and the spirit of me, we will go a very long way to succeed in our businesses. Microsoft was also created through the partnership of Bill Gates and Paul Allen. And now Microsoft is doing very well. Some other challenges I can also highlight here are poor brands and products. Many African entrepreneurs do not take the time to properly brand their businesses and develop their products to the maximum level. We are so in a hurry to come out with a product we do not necessarily think about how we could brand our product to meet the international standard, the global standard. As I mentioned earlier, any young entrepreneur, when you are doing something, don't think about your small area. Though you can start small, but think about rising to the standard of the global level. So branding is key here. Other challenges I want to highlight includes supportive services, lack of skills training, poor infrastructure, administrative barriers. The way forward as African entrepreneurs. African entrepreneurship is central to Africa's future prosperity. There is a need of homegrown business leaders to be able to access global markets and drive growth in a sustainable and inclusive manner. African entrepreneurs have to solicit for investors to invest in their business, but we should also take into consideration that integrity is key to gain trust. No one will just stand up and come and invest in your company when you have issues surrounding you, bad reputation and all that. So as a young person coming up, building a business, you need to take into consideration the aspect of your integrity. You cannot underestimate it. African entrepreneurs should partner together, share resources and ideas to create a booming empire. As I said, lack of partnership is affecting this generation a lot because of greed. We should avoid the aspect of me, owning 100% full shares in a business. If you have the resource to do that, that is fine. Go ahead. But if you do not, partner with people. Look for resources, people who has the quality resource, and partner with them. And you will go a long way to succeed in your entrepreneurship journey. We should also look at proper branding and excellent products. African entrepreneurs should brand themselves professionally and deliver excellent products to the market. This will go a long way in gaining brand loyalty. When you want to succeed in business, brand, you cannot underestimate brand. You cannot do away with it. When you brand your products well, it attracts certain kinds of people to come and buy. And sometimes, even when you brand it well and your pricing is higher, because of your packaging, it attracts the right people to purchase your products. So branding is very key as a young entrepreneur. Why Africa need more youthful entrepreneurs? Why Africa need more youthful entrepreneurs? Young entrepreneurs are drivers of innovation. We should understand this. The kind of energy that young people will carry, we are the people that the future of this continent are being entrusted to. If we fail, when is Africa going to be on its feet as we are all desiring to see? They are full of fresh ideas and use creative ways to solve problems in the society. Young people carry fresh ideas. We should take note of that. Why Africa needs more youthful entrepreneurs? I repeat, youth are more capable of adapting to the globalized society and can use new technology to solve old problems. In this technological space, how technology is moving faster and faster, It is we, the young ones, that can run with how technology is also moving. Yes. So young entrepreneurs should take advantage of this to render solutions to existing problems using technology. Why Africa needs young entrepreneurs? Young entrepreneurs prove to foster more competitive economies and are enablers of shared prosperity. We are also the source of innovative solutions that government and private sector need to address current and future development challenges. The prosperity of Africa cannot be realized without the involvement of the youth. This is not possible. So I want every youth watching me this evening to understand that for Africa to clothe itself with the glory we are looking for, it needs your participation, your involvement, and all that. Why Africa needs young entrepreneurs? Young entrepreneurs promote economic growth and are keen to make a positive change in the society. When we talk about change, I believe in the young generation coming up, people like ourselves, we are capable of doing things. Yes, we need to submit ourselves to mentors and all that, but we should also believe in ourselves that the change we are looking for, we can contribute in one way or the other towards that. Young entrepreneurs can dismantle monopolies and create new demands. I want to also highlight on benefits of being an entrepreneur as a young person. There are a lot of benefits of owning your own business. One is financial freedom. Having your own business and making it successful will ensure that you are financially independent and do not rely on monthly salaries. But also note that the aspect of making money from entrepreneurship does not come at the early stage. When you depend so much on your ROI, that's return on investment, when you are starting your business, you will be disappointed. Yes. When you understand some of these things, you don't give up. You persevere. You do what you do consistently until you break even. Another point is that it creates job opportunities. Starting your own company creates job opportunities. Others who work with you as well. You would have been going around seeking for a job, carrying your CV around, but when you create something for yourself, you don't go around any longer. When you are able to develop the business to the standard you are looking for, you employ other people, and it helps in reducing the issue of unemployment. Another aspect is that it helps young people to unleash their potentials. Starting up and running your own business broadens your horizon and helps you unleash your full potential. Sometimes you might have certain capabilities, but you wouldn't know until you try something. Then you know that, oh, I was born to be an entrepreneur, and all this while I didn't know. Yes, until you start, you would never know certain skills that you carry. So it will help you to identify new potentials, new passions, and all that. So these are some of the benefits of entrepreneurship. Other benefits also includes talent utilization, reducing dependency level, reducing social vices, and boosting of GDP. Before I leave, I want you to understand that entrepreneurship is the order of the day. And though entrepreneurship is not easy, yes, it is not, but it's possible. I believe that nothing is impossible under this sun. If only you direct your mindset towards it, you work it out with passion, determination, consistency, and all that, it will help you to become a successful entrepreneur. Now I want to encourage all young people to join hands together to cause a paradigm shift and challenge the status quo in building sustainable businesses to leap into the first world. Africa can do it, and we are here to do it. Begin to look in your society. Identify opportunities. Sometimes your business idea will pop up through the spirit of volunteerism. We live in a dispensation whereby the youth in Africa are not willing to do anything volunteer. Any small thing that we do, we want to make money out of it. When you do that, you wouldn't identify some opportunities. Volunteerism can help you to understand or receive a new idea whilst you are on the field doing something free without any reward or motivation. So understand that it is not everything that we do for money. Yes, money is important, but try and cultivate the spirit of volunteerism. And before I leave your way, I want to extend my greetings to my mentors, my team members, all VUDEC Africa team members, the students of Pentecost University College. I greet you all, and I humbly entreat you all to take the precautionary measures in this COVID time. But note that we have opportunities whilst you are in your various homes. Take advantage of every opportunity that comes your way. All the best. Thank you. Bye-bye.